Hey everybody. All right, so welcome to Maker Mornings with Meg. I have a project to share with you this morning that is pretty speedy actually. It's based on a LovenStamps Sketch Saver design number 3 if you're keeping track. And the reason that it is speedy is because today is a really exciting day in Stampin' Up! Land, and we have new online exclusive products. We have 2 days, 48 hours of Paper Pumpkin refill special, and we have a clearance track update, which is huge. So you're going to want to watch this, get some ideas, and then I'm going to run through the clearance rack with you, at least for what's available at the time that I'm recording this, and then you can run over and do your shopping, add stuff to your collection at really great discounts. So with that, the stamp set that I'm using is one that I used a couple of days ago. We made this card. It was the Masterfully Made Suite, and with pretty lots of extras inside. So you can of course layer and all those kinds of things. So stamps are gorgeously made with the coordinating dies, and it has absolutely beautiful papers. And I can only show you a couple of them because I used so much of it and like chopped it all up. So here's some of the paper that's left. But this paper feels a little bit like cheating because it is collage that is done for you. So if collage is something that you've admired, paper collage or layered collage, it's something you admired and you think, oh, that would be great to try, but mine's not going to turn out. This paper and this suite are what you need because it's almost like cheating. A lot of it's done for you. You can see the detail in this paper. Let me get to focus there. It is photographed paper. So basically they did all the paper piecing. Here's another one there. I'll make it focus. They did all the paper piecing and then photographed the paper and turned it into designer series paper for us. This one is a collage paper that's painted. So I'm going to show you another one of those for our card today. And this card is going to come together really speedily. So, hey Deborah, hey Tanya, hey Trish. Good to see you guys. So, all right, let's switch cameras and get going. Okay, so we have our supplies here. Everything is pre-cut for my video this morning. And what I wanted to show you is the card base. So this is Berry Burst, and I made this really easy. What I did, I could tell you like all the, cutting and scoring and so forth, but really all I did was cut just a half sheet of cardstock. I folded it in half, and then I used my paper trimmer to trim away 1 inch here. So that basically this piece across here is 3 1/4 inches, which means that this piece is 3 inches wide, which is a great size to use with your 12 by 12 paper because it's just a really efficient use of your cardstock. So let's go ahead and drop this on. The height of this is 5 1/4, and I've just run the end of my Stampin' Seal. So I'm gonna grab this here and we'll just grab another one. Of course you would get a refill for your Stampin' Seal, and I'll do that part later. But all right, so there we have our 3 inch piece there with our fun peekaboo card. Now this is a piece that I cut from the top because of course when you do this paper, when you cut it, you're gonna have, like sections 5 1/4 left. You're gonna have about 3/4 inch left over. So you can get away with 3/4 of an inch here. 1 inch is a little bit safer, but you can get away with the 3/4 that you have left over. So I have a piece of basic white cardstock here, and we're going to go ahead and stamp on this with our gorgeously made stamps. And I really like layering these images. So let's go ahead and grab this large one here. So I've got this. The stem's not gonna fit on our block, but that's not a big deal because we are we're not gonna have that part show. And then let's see, we're gonna need a greeting. Let's just go with hello on this card. So I'm gonna mount this on a tiny block. Now, when I mount stamps, usually what I like to do is set them on the table and then pick them up with my block so that I can get them where I want them. When you have a stamp that's this small, the best bet is to try and get it as close to the middle of the block as possible. My camera's in the way, otherwise I just look straight down on it. There we go. Because you'd want to have the least likelihood of rocking. You can see that the part here that touches the card is pretty narrow, so it's really easy to go like this, and you can see that you're gonna catch an edge there, especially if you've over inked the stamp. So we'll avoid that. And let's see, so we're back here to our basic white piece, and I'm going to need some scrap paper. Oh, I have some projects here gathered on the side to show you that use some clearance rack things that I'm excited to see back. So let's grab this. And then our ink colors, we're gonna go ahead and use our Pretty Peacock and Bubble Bath. So I'm gonna grab my Pretty Peacock here to do some stamping. This is gonna be the inside of our card. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give us a pretty branch down there at the bottom. And then I'm gonna use Bubble Bath here to, I think we were using balloons recently, to ink up this sort of collage-y background image, which is going to give us just a pretty background effect with really no work at all. So you can see how those stamps are really designed to layer together to be ideal. And I have no idea what the text is on there. There's hardly enough words. Something, I see word forgotten, maybe forgiven. I'm not sure what it says. Anyway, kind of fun to have some random background decorative text. So we're gonna go ahead and layer this here inside our card. And you want to watch the front of your card here to make sure you're not inadvertently having this white show here on the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort of put this down as sort of like a mock piece here. And we're really close, but I think I've just barely squeaked it out. I probably should have checked first. And then I'm gonna slide this here just exactly on this line. Oops, grabbed a little early. Remember, when you want to pull layers apart, you're going to pull or twist them. You're not gonna peel them, okay? Because if you peel them, it bends the fibers, and then your paper gets messed up. But if you can pull the layers or twist the layers, you shear the adhesive, which helps you get those apart. So, pretty close, good enough. We're gonna have some decoration here. So, speaking of decoration, I've got those two same colors here in cardstock, which is, of course, one of the fabulous things about the Stampin' Up! Colors is everything goes together. And we are going to go ahead and die cut from these. So the dies for this set, like I said, are a great assortment of collage type dies. And so to go with this, I have this really fun sort of leafy flowery piece here. This would cover up a lot of our pretty paper though. So I decided to go with this die, which covers up less of our paper and still gives us that fun organic piece there. Now you could also use one of these edge dies. This one you could have used here to give an edge to this piece of designer series paper. That sort of torn edge would be really fun. You can also use this sort of deckled torn edge here. Lots of good possibilities for this set. And then we have our sort of faux washi piece, which we are going to use. So, all right, so let's die cut this from Bubble Bath cardstock and from Pretty Peacock cardstock, which through the magic of television, you probably guessed I had done already. And I love the way these two layer together with sort of the contrasting colors and to just give it a little extra interest. So here's one by itself, pretty, or this one, which is kind of dark to see. But if I take this and layer them together, that just adds that much extra fun interest. So happy pre-Friday, Kelly. Good morning, Sue. Let's see. Oh, how weird, Sue. Maybe you didn't get an announcement from Facebook that we're all here. I'm glad you got here eventually. All right. And then what I want to do is I want to give this just a little bit more oomph here as our focal point. And so you guys know that my favorite go-to is, of course, stylish shapes. I've finally got a second set of these, which is why they're so like new and nice looking. But the nice thing about this is it gives you lots of choices. So this one here, that would be pretty big, right? That would cover up a lot of our paper. The next couple down, let's try this one. That one could work, but we also want this to be on the right scale to go with our washi here. And I feel like the circle at this size would kind of eclipse our washi. And so then we have the next one down, since we have all these choices. And this one seems like a really good fit, big enough to add some focus, not so big that it eclipses our washi die. And then what paper to use for this? Of course, the answer to this is the soft shimmer paper. And I've showed you this a number of times. The colors for this all go beautifully with Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. But I'm gonna pull this one here, this bubble bath. You can see that I've already actually cut our circle, ta-da! And then that just has a really nice soft shimmer to it. So this is going to fit right here underneath, and that really helps to focus our card right there, okay? So let's see, we'll pop this back on here. And now we need our greeting. So you have, from cutting all those white strips of cardstock or white chunks of cardstock for your greetings, I always end up with these extras. So I'm going to go ahead and ink in Pretty Peacock. Now, I look at this, I over inked it. I pressed a little bit too hard, so I have ink on the edges. So I'm just gonna be really careful when I stamp to just contact the top, and successfully got that done. Otherwise, you could go ahead and clean that off. If you are a person who catches edges all the time, you can even like sometimes hold your chamois in your hand. Mine's dry on the edges right now. Let's see, here's a wet edge. You can even hold your chamois in your hand and pull that extra ink away from the side like that, okay? So just keep an eye on your stamps when you ink them before you stamp to just make sure you're gonna help yourself get the image that you want. So, all right, so I'm going to pop this on here, and my favorite way to make sure we get to the actual part of it that we want is to use a piece of actual washi tape. And go ahead and tape. Did I get that taped pretty straight? Yeah, not too bad. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our die cutting. Now, one of the things, I'm showing you the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss because it's one of the bigger ticket items in the online store. And I love when Stampin' Up! Offers sort of extras that make it a little bit like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get that bigger item. So the one going on right now is called Bonus Days, and it just started today. And Bonus Days is for every $50 that you order, you get a $5 coupon that you can use off of an order in August. So you shop now, save your coupons, and redeem them in August. So shop, save, redeem. But anyway, it's basically like, you know, getting a 10% kind of deal. So think about doing that. If you have a really, really long wish list, shopping list from the online catalog and so forth, you can always sign up to be a demonstrator. You earn Bonus Days coupons as a demonstrator too. So, all right, so that mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss is a super one to have for just little quick things like this. So there we have our piece here. I'm gonna offset it. Rather than making it centered, I really like the greeting to be offset. And that gives me a chance to just sort of look at how our pieces are gonna come together. I'm a fan, I think it's good. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is trap these pieces under an edging of Stampin' Dimensionals. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna let us skip any kind of fussy attaching that we might need to do. So I'm going to cut this edge piece here. Sometimes my edges disappear before my dimensionals because I use them so much. And those are just going to be taped like that. So now they're all attached, they're not going anywhere. And I can easily peel the backing off of this and pop my hello greeting on. So, oops, I just said I was gonna off center it. Well, I'm not, I'm gonna do it just like that. All right, so now, I guess we'll call it off-centered because it's off-centered overall. I'm gonna pop a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on here for this little embellishment accent. And we're gonna pop this here on the front of our card, overlapping this edge by just a tiny bit. And we need some kind of blingy embellishment. I know that there's some shine here from our soft shimmer paper, but I feel like it needs more. Oh, Sue said she would have put the green leaves over the pink. Yeah, that would definitely make them show up a little bit more. You'll have to make this card, Sue. Be sure to post your version of it. I love it. But then I'm going to take this here with my Take Your Pick tool, which, there it is. Thought I'd moved away for a second. And I'm going to pop a couple butterflies on here. So here is this one from sort of the larger piece. These brass butterflies are a pretty gold accent for this. And I'm gonna pop a small one on our greeting here right by hello. So it makes it easy to spot with the one that's right there. And I know I'm only doing 2 instead of 3. I know we're all shocked about that, me too. But that is a really fun, pretty start to, way to accent our greeting. So, and then we have the inside of our card here with its nice stamping, sort of taking advantage of these pieces that are all put together for us. So that is my gorgeously made sample. I have one more sample. Would you guys like to see it? Yay, Sue, can't wait to see your card. Let's see. Oh, actually I have a card I was gonna show that Sue made and sent to me, actually. Here's another version of the same project. You can see very similar, just using that accent paper. It looks dimensional, but it is not, it's flat. It just looks so realistic. And so both of those cards are the exact same layout, Sketch Savers number 3. So you can check back to my blog for that Sketch Savers picture if you want to put it on a Pinterest board or print it out or have it for your stamping. Let's see. Okay, other things I wanted to show you guys. We have the clearance rack update, which just happens today. And let's see, I'm going to show you this card here that from my mailbox, Meg's mailbox. This is a card that Sue made. So thanks, Sue. I absolutely love this. And I love the use of the super fabulous stylish shapes dies. So woohoo for that. I can't remember if Sue got these as her free item. But when you shop with me, you get LovenStamps Perks Points. And when you have enough Perks Points saved up, then you get a shopping spree. So you can pick out all the goodies that you would like, and I will redeem those for you. And woohoo! It's like free shopping dollars, right? Always a good thing. So yeah, who doesn't want a $50 shopping spree? So make sure you use the host code when you're shopping. Make sure you're shopping with me. And then if your order is $50 or is $150 though, then you don't want to use the host code because you will be getting, okay, I need to like switch this out because I can't look at comments at the same time. So, all right, those are great dies. There we go. Switching things for you guys here. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see. Hi, it's me again. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears. I wanted to run through some of these things from the clearance rack with you, and I'm going to show you a couple cards here before I do. So let me switch this back. First one is this Halloween die set we're going to come across in the clearance rack, I think, if it's still there. And so I wanted to show you this cute card here that is from a Maker Mornings with Meg video, and this is the black and white paper that is in there. We have the Time for a Cardigan stamp set, which is also in the clearance rack, so this one will be there. And I love this simple card, which was from also a Maker Mornings with Meg episode. Another Maker Mornings with Meg episode was this fun Yeti card box, and all of the supplies for this are in the clearance rack again. So the Splendid Day Designer Series paper, this twine, the sparkle twine is there. The Yeti stamps, Yeti stamps and the Yeti die set are all in there. So we're gonna look and see those. Now, when I say they're in there, right now, they're in there. So while supplies last, so don't miss out. And then I showed you a fabulous card by my friend Lindsay Mann last week. We cased it. And so this is another card that fabulous Lindsay has created. It's one of those faux shaker cards where you use a clear envelope to make the shaker part. And with these beads in here, they just move around so well. I love the beads over like sequins or confetti for something like this because they're so easy to do. But again, Yeti, you can color the Yeti if you want to. You can leave the Yeti just stamped. Lots of really fun possibilities. So, okay. With that, let us take a look here, whoa, at the, this is kind of big for you guys. Let me fix it. I know I have a zillion tabs here, so let's see. A zillion tabs open. Do you guys do that too? Does anybody else have more tabs than maybe is healthy? Okay. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. All right, so here we said the items that are included are, let's see. Oh, Chis says do another piñata. You fortunately could go back and look at the video for the piñata, so that's always a good thing. But let's look at the things here on the clearance rack. So we have the Yeti dies. If you missed this Leaves of Holly stamp set, it was a really pretty one. The candy cane dies and this sort of striped frame here, really a great price. And this is a really fun one, whether you are for all kinds of stuff. You can layer it and make plaids. There's lots of good choices there. If you are like a farm fan, you could do the barn dies as a silhouette. The stamps aren't here, but the barns are. If you cats and dogs folks, if you're making cards for like the Humane Society or something like that, these would be a really great stamp set to get a nice discount. And then our little witch friends. Design a treat box. I almost demoed this morning. The design a treat box are the chance to sort of make little bat boxes, bunny boxes, and they include all of the number dies. So honestly, whether you're going to make the boxes or not, for that amount, I would consider getting these just to have the number dies. So you can do like birthday cards or anniversary cards, all those things. And then yay, here's Forever Friendship. I know I use the plants. I don't know if I use the typewriter, but man, it makes me want to get that out and stamp with it again. Some really pretty cards here were made. I remember seeing Soft Seedlings was absolutely gorgeous. If you are a glitter washi tape fan, holy cow, don't miss that. You're going to want to jump over there. Festive foils for $1.50. When I looked at that, I'm like, what? Is that a typo? Just to have some great Christmas paper with great shine and accent. And then Santa's train dies. Toot toot. If you are a train fan, or you have small people or just train fan people in your life, this is a great one to get. The stamps for this, I didn't see except in French. So you could definitely get these en français and use the shape dies. Just change out the greetings for Christmas dies that you have otherwise, unless you are sending to French speakers. And then of course, woohoo, you have the French dies all ready to go. So here it is. Here's our Yeti dies, our Yeti stamps. Right next to the iridescent trim, so you can make those, make your own little piñata boxes. This is a great Thanksgiving set if you wanted to add some Thanksgiving greetings to your collection. But let me just for a second, I cannot say enough good things about Yeti to Party, even if you don't want the Yeti. So if you're like, I do not get the Yeti thing, I'm not going to use that image. You can use all of these other little things in collage. So the card we did today, you could put little mountains on the circle and you could add a little like cocoa and some little snowflakes, a little heart, all kinds of, winter wishes, holiday hugs, those kinds of things go great. So you could do the birthday version, you could add the little ice cream cone. Oh, I just think they're so cute. Now, here's a reminder, things sell out quickly from the clearance rack. The caroling mice are gone already. And so if there are things here that you want, don't wait to get them. Gingham Cottage was an extremely popular paper. This is a double paper pack. So there are 24 sheets in this, and holy cow, if you are a fan of ginghams, you really shouldn't miss out on this opportunity. Okay, what else is next? We have, here's the scary silhouettes from that Christmas card and the black and white designer series paper for what's that, like 75% off. This is the best sales that I've seen on a lot of these clearance rack items forever. Twinkling Lights dies is a really pretty die set that you can see some videos. I used this on a lot of Maker Mornings with Megs last, probably November, October. So don't miss that. Here are Christmas colored sequins. If you don't want Christmas, these were just a nice sweet sorbet color. If you separate them, then they're not Christmas at all, and that's a really great way to add them. These leaves are really fun. I used a lot of those. And then the Stars treat bags. Oh my gosh. These are really cute and definitely all season. I use them for some camping things. You guys know I'm a big camper and backpacker. I use them for some camping stuff, little like luminaria kinds of things. Seal of Approval was a really sweet stamp set. Even if you're not using the grand person, you can use for all kinds of stuff. The woven ribbon, Christmas banner dies. And then here is the French version of the wagon de cadeau. And the all of these images here go along with the dies, so you can get the dies off the clearance rack. Also, just change out for, well, ho 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 is easily translated. You can put the rest of these, just use Christmas greetings from your collection. So Rustic Harvest is a very pretty paper. I remember liking that one a lot. Bewitching, the Dog Punch. If you don't have a Scotty Dog Punch, you have to add it. And right here you can see how cute it is without any stamps involved. I shared a project just the other day with that. So here is a great stamp set. Harvest Hello is a nice match for Rustic Harvest paper. Here is Splendid Day. These wheat dies, this wheat border is really pretty. If this is sort of a style that you really love. But Splendid Day is $2.25 instead of $15. You need this paper. Some great plant dies and actually the stamps to go with them. So these are coordinated here, and it's way less than the bundle pricing to get them both. Actually, it's almost the same price as just the stamp. So it's just original price. Really great. Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems. These are the ones that match the gnomes. They're really, really cute. Lots of great colors for things that we don't have otherwise. All Together paper and the stamps here. Mieux Ensemble. Pardon my French. This one you could certainly use the greeting or the images out of and then change for greetings that you have on hand. These leaf trinkets are darling. Tulip Fields. Oh, slim cards were slim card dies were a lot of fun. Here's some frosted beads, just like the ones from Lindsay's card. Some French greeting sets. If you are a French speaker, these are perfect for you. This hybrid embossing folder, some ribbons. Sweet Conversations is a great one if you're looking for something for Valentine's. And the other greetings and stuff here. Gold Holly Leaves are really pretty. The Penguin Builder Punch, oh my gosh. That's kind of ridiculous. So he's really cute, and you could give him eyes just with a marker or something like that. So you don't necessarily need the stamps for that. Turtle Punch, we talked about with our boats, our tiny treat boats the other day. I feel like there's so much good stuff on here. So getting into more of French sets, some of the punches that have retired. The Strawberry Builder Punch is still there. I actually thought that it might be gone. Fancy Tag Topper. If you don't have a tag topper, you need one. They're great. And then some more bonuses. So the Snowfall Accents Puff Paint for 75 cents is a great thing to add onto an order there. So let's see. I'm going to flip back over here. Where are we? Get rid of that. Okay. And here. Okay. So anyway, that was like a quick run through of the things from the clearance rack that are available right now. Like I said, I highly recommend shopping soon. I think maybe you guys have already left to go shop. Good move if you have. If you're watching later, you can check and see what is still available. But don't forget about bonus days coupons. And then the last thing that I didn't mention earlier is the Paper Pumpkin kit refills, 48-hour sale. So today it's Thursday and Friday. And those are refills at half price. and discounts on some of the full kits there. Those are available to you if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber yet, there is a link in the video description to more information about Paper Pumpkin, and you can subscribe and just get the July kit. And so you'll still be ahead of the game if there are things from that refill list that you'd like. So if you're trying to shop for those and you're like, why won't this go in my cart? Make sure you log in to my online store with the same email address that you signed up for Paper Pumpkin with. And you can sign up directly at Paper Pumpkin at paperpumpkin.com. And make sure you look for me, Meg Loven, Illinois, I think is how you search for me, so that we get credit for your order towards all the goodies and so forth. And then you'll be available in the online store to put those refills in your shopping cart. So, all right, everybody. Well, that's me. Happy pre-Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I actually will not be here next week, so I will have some posts for you of some projects on Tuesday or Thursday, but I'm going to take next week as a Tuesday or Thursday special, or just vacation days, and I will look forward to seeing you when I get back the following week, which I think the date is like the 18th, something like that. So in the meantime, there are 300 and, is that right? No. How many episodes are we on for this crazy business? Yeah, 300. There are 379 episodes of Maker Mornings with Meg. I did not skip a number in there. You go back and review some of those next week while I'm not here. And I will look forward to hearing what you guys found that you thought was cool. So always fun to make over. And Trish, I love your comments about, you can watch the video, but it's not as fun as chatting while you're where we're creating. So it is fun to chat. All right, guys, have a wonderful pre-Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you again soon. Happy hunting.